Be proud but never satisfied. There's always room for more.
Good morning, YouTube. 7 weeks out, not long now. Going to go to the gym today. We're going to do some legs. Now, after my few PBs and 1 rep maxes, well, building myself up to the 1 rep maxes, my groin and my knees have taken an absolute pounding. My groin is feeling a little bit tight. So, today I've decided to listen to my body. I'm going to do some isolation movements only some calf raises. I'm going to do some extensions, some curls, standing curls, single leg extensions, stuff like that. Won't be the most entertaining session, but you've got to listen to your body sometimes, and I've decided I'm going to have a week off any compound movements and see how it feels. Just a little bit better today, but I'll have a week off fully squatting and we'll see what we're like. So anyway, we're going to go to the gym and I'm going to film it and show you what I'm doing. Don't know why I'm leaving the room, because it's got to make it fancy for YouTube. I've got to film myself putting my shoes on. I won't lie, that was probably one of the most boring leg sessions I've ever done. But, gotta listen to your body, gotta do what you gotta do. Still hurt, don't get me wrong, legs will never ever be easy. Okay, off to go and get some shopping now. And then when we get back home, I'm gonna be showing you what I'm gonna be doing every Saturday until the day of the photo shoot and the day of the competition. I'm going to be bringing in a refeed day, not a cheat meal. So when we get back home, I'll explain that in more detail.
Something a little bit different for today's physique update. I'm going to be comparing this week's physique update to the first ever one that I did. So there's a difference of 4.8 pounds. That's how much I've lost in 4 weeks. And just by looking at the images and the comparisons, you can definitely see how much tighter I am and how much leaner I'm looking. Excuse the different lighting. It's very hard to get natural light into my room, but these films are taken with no filters, no editing, nothing, just as you see it, that's exactly how it is. So I'm very happy with the progress that I've made so far, and I will let you watch the rest of the physique update.
So last week was the official last cheat meal. I've had a few the past few weeks. I would still count them as a cheat meal because I didn't know the exact calories, the exact protein, carbs and fats. However, I did try and track them the best I could with just some accurate guesses. But now we're going to introduce a refeed for the next 8 weeks. So what is a refeed? Well, if we wind back to last November, I think I explained it pretty well. So why a refeed? What is the purpose of it? Why have I done it today? Well, simply put, every single week I have very low calories and very low carbohydrates. My system gets very depleted and it's crying out for carbs. So by having one day of the week, typically a Saturday, I push my calories up to around maintenance level, maybe just slightly above, and I put most of these calories through carbohydrates. In fact, I bring down my protein and my fats very slightly to allow even more carbohydrates to be put in. This will just fully replenish my system, my stores, my glycogen stores, ready for the next week of intense dieting. It's also more of a mental thing as well. You can also get a few cravings out of the way and just stop yourself from going mentally insane because you're so hungry at times. So who should be having a refeed? Should you have a refeed? It totally depends on the person. It depends what stage of dieting you are, how lean you are, what current calories are you on, what current carbs are you on, what part of your fitness journey are you on at the moment. If you have a very moderate to high carb intake daily and your fitness goals are not doing something like a competition, then you probably won't need a refeed day. If you're very, very intense dieting, in fact, if your calories and carbs are so low, you might want to bring in like 2 refeed days a week. It totally depends on the person's body. I know for me personally, 1 refeed a week, and it suits me just fine. Lastly, please do not confuse a refeed day with a cheat day. It is nowhere near the same thing. Everything you've seen me eat today is all calorie controlled. I've counted every single carbohydrate, fat, and protein. Whereas a cheat day or a cheat meal is completely blowing everything out of the window. Calories, macros, you don't care, you just binged out. So do not confuse the two. A refeed is controlled, it's planned, it's scheduled, and whatever you put in your mouth, you count the calorie from it. So don't confuse the two. This is where it could get a little bit confusing. So these are my current calories and macronutrients. And then if you've watched my previous vlogs, you will know that on Sunday and Monday, I bring my calories down by 500 calories, bringing it all down through carbs, meaning I have this on Sundays and Mondays. Now because I'm saving 500 calories on these 2 days, that means that I'm gonna take these 500 calories, put them together to make 1,000 calories, then add them on to that Saturday, to that refeed day. So my calories for the refeed day will be this and the macronutrients. Still meaning that the weekly calories that I consume will still mean that I'm in a deficit because I've lowered my calories on that Sunday and that Monday. The reason I do this is because on the Sunday I have enough fuel in me from the refeed or the cheat meal the night before, so I can pretty much feel like I can fast most of the day and then just hit 2,000 calories, or the calories I'm on, what I said there. And then on Monday is my full rest day. I don't do anything in the gym, no cardio, nothing. It's just a full day at work for me, so I can survive easily on just them calories. So that is the reasons why I do that. Plus, it allows me to be a bit more flexible with my Saturday. I can have all them calories and enjoy some decent food. As you can see, comparing my usual macros to my refeed macros, I'm not going to worry too much about lowering the proteins and lowering the fats to allow more carbs in. I'm literally just going to increase my calorie intake through all carbs. This is going to allow me to be a little bit more flexible throughout the day, so I can really try and focus on keeping everything so low in fat, just so I can be a bit more flexible and just try and enjoy this as much as possible and don't get so stressed during a prep. I want this to be as less stressful as possible, and so far it's working. Did actually consider, and this is where I start playing a bit of mind games, I did consider on my refeed day just counting the protein and the calories, so that would mean I let the fats and the carbs fall wherever they want. However, I've never done this before, and I know what I've done previously in November, it worked for me. So after considering what I was going to do, why would I be stupid enough to change what I know is already going to work for me? So that's what I'm doing for my refeed. The reason I'm doing the refeed instead of the cheat meal is obviously because I want a little bit more control about my diet. I want to know exactly what I'm taking in. I want to fully replenish my glycogen stores that have been depleted throughout the week through intense dieting. I want to try and get a few extra treats in there that I still can. I had treats right up until 2 weeks out from the show in November. It worked well for me, so I'm still going to allow treats in now and then, a little bit of chocolate, bread, cheese, as long as it fits into their macros, then I'll be totally fine. So I've gone from just estimating calories on a Saturday to now going to be knowing exactly what calories and macros I'll be eating on a Saturday. Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Hopefully that you understand everything that I've just explained about how I'm going to be approaching refeed day and how I'm going to be approaching my dieting over the next few weeks to come. Leave me a comment on what you think. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you next week for the next vlog. See you then.